In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the new auto color feature of VMaps. VMaps adds a new button in the Insert tab of your ribbon. The top part of the button is used to insert maps, and the bottom part has a small drop-down menu. I'm going to insert a map on this slide, and I'm going to select the world map. Once the map is inserted, we can close this window and then select the map. It's important to note that we have to select the group and not the individual shapes within the group. Once that's selected, we choose Auto Color VMap from the menu. This brings up a window which allows us to specify the location of an Excel file containing the data which will be used to color your map. Let's have a quick look at that file to show you how it works. It's very simple, with the first column being the names of all the shapes contained within your map. Don't worry if you change the names of your shapes. We provide a tool within VMaps which allows you to export them and bring them back into Excel. There are two ways to color your maps. The first is using RGB red, green, blue values, and each one of these values is between 0 and 255. The second method uses a data value. You select a minimum color and a maximum color in VMaps Auto Color feature, and this data value is used by VMaps to calculate the scale between the two colors, minimum and maximum. I'm going to show you recoloring using both of these modes in just a second. So we click this button to refresh the sheets in the workbook. And because I'm using the world map, I'm going to select world. Here's where we select the color mode which you want to use. So this is using the color scale, and this is using the RGB values from the Excel file, and we're going to start with this first. Clicking color map will start the recoloring, and I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit so that you can see the recoloring start, and it actually starts down in Oceania. I'm going to stop it in a second because this will take about a minute for the whole process to finish. And you can see that we have started to recolor based on those RGB values. And note that in the file we were only using different levels of red, so the whole map will be colored using a color red from black to full saturation red. I can do the same thing to recolor using the scale mode. Again, select the world map, select my color scale, and here I've got the option to specify the color which represents minimum and the color which represents maximum, and that data value column will be used to calculate a color between these two and color the corresponding shape on the map. So clicking on there brings up a nice tool which allows you to specify the color in one of three ways. The first is a theme color. The second is an RGB red, green, blue model, and you can slide the scales and select your color this way. More commonly, you may find that using the HSL, hue, saturation and luminance model, easier to select your colors. And this is because you can select a color green, choose the saturation level of this, and then select a different color, a different hue for the other minimum maximum value. So I'm going to select a slightly darker, bring down the color, bring down the saturation, slightly darker version of this green. So once we've got the scale set, again, click the color map button, and the map will start to be recolored using that scale and the data value in your Excel file. I'm going to stop it again before it's finished and show you one that I've completed earlier. So here's the full world map colored using the RGB values from the spreadsheet, and we've also created one using the African continent, again showing a heat map using a scale between a yellowish color and an orange color. So that's the end of the demo. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy using the product.